and welcome to Adios. So this one kind of caught my attention. One, it's supposed to be really short, but also what caught my attention is that we are supposed to be a pig farmer that has been allowing the mob to get rid of bodies using our pigs, and we have finally decided that we're not going to allow them to do that anymore. And up until a hitman comes knocking, wanting to use our pigs, and that's supposedly where our story takes place. I don't know why, but that's super intriguing to me. So we're gonna dive on in to Adios. Open our journal. Tell him I'm done. Interesting. Now, I did see in the settings you have the choice of like a couple of dialogue prompts, so I'm wondering if this is like a choose your own like
I
best
can't
option.
do this anymore.
Oh, maybe not.
What?
This.
What, mornings?
No.
Dude, you're like the
All
definition of a
this.
Slim Shady.
You mean the deal?
Really,
Afraid
you
so.
got the cankles
What do you
out?
mean? You need better pay, different hours?
Those aren't really
Nothing like
cankles. Those
that.
are
I'm just-
skinny as. I'll get out.
You know, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay. You wanna...
No.
Suit yourself. So, you're done, huh?
Yep.
You do understand what that means, right?
Let's say yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those
Yeah, I
we're
do.
saying no to the mob, so that can't be
I
good.
don't think you do.
I do.
And you still think you can quit?
Yeah, it's a free country.
This isn't that kind of job.
I know.
I'm
But,
just gonna keep grabbing this because I don't know if I'm supposed to.
all the
Whoop!
same, I am done.
Get in there, Henry.
Nothing I can do
Go
to
hang out
change
with
your
the
mind.
pigs.
I'm afraid not.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over.
Hang on, I'm busy throwing
Come on.
Henry in. Oh, hit the pig with that one. Oh. Okay, apparently I'm not throwing all of Henry in. The breakfast. Dun dun dun!
Smells delicious as always.
Ah, Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell
Egg.
yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Beans!
Hope you don't mind. I left out the bell peppers
Slap
this time.
soap?
Can't stand them.
I mean, I love peppers, but we'll say
Sadie always liked peppers, though, so I put up with them.
Not to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
Ah,
expecting
summer of
assault.
'78. Why'd we meet? What was
No.
it?
Why did we meet? Let's say I needed
Needed
cash.
to scratch.
What did you
Like
need to
good enough
scratch for
reason.
again?
Wasn't too popular with the folks back home. Had to make ends meet.
And Bill needed surgery you couldn't afford.
Yes.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve
are
that
you, by the
problem
way?
when who should come in through that door but you?
I thought
Jimmy
Jim
was
could
always
help.
bragging about connections back home. I thought he could help.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
You haven't even drank it. Over here critiquing my coffee and you haven't even drank it.
Every time you visit.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon.
Isn't it technically human bacon?
You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs
Feeding
were all
humans to the
pink with
pigs,
curly
and the
tails.
pigs are making the bacon in the
Yorkshires are.
human bacon.
Mine are red wattle, American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Always thought it'd be nice, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Huh, funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Am I supposed to be doing something?
Maybe. Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
I was gonna say, this is rambling on, so...
You, going somewhere with this?
Nah, just thinking about my food.
What's there to think about?
Nothing, I suppose. Just never thought about it before. Do you think the pigs know?
Know what?
That they're food.
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
You didn't even eat your food! I'm just gonna call you Billy.
What,
Seriously?
help out with the farm chores? Shovel manure, milk goats, stuff like that?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
Like I says, I'm basically done here and, like, still got a full leg on his plate. 31, 38, what? 39, 44. What are these numbers? Oh, how far I am. Alright, well, let's go. I'm assuming... Oh, look at you running!
Huh. I've always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now?
Behind my face it says, enter the shack. Pull the cord, don't pull the cord. Pull the cord?
Ta-da! Beautiful.
The
right?
soda.
Pop machines. Here I figured you had a deep, dark secret.
Fruit
We
bear.
have a
It's
deep, dark
unbearably
secret.
good.
This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Let's say,
Makes
I thought that
sense.
said Dr. Turd, and I was like, yes. You look like you want to ask me something.
You look like you want to ask me something.
Why pop machines?
I like a good soda pop.
And the
pop,
jump from
it's
that
not
to having
soda.
a bunch of machines in a blacked out shed?
I used to work at the town library after school, and somebody thought it would be a good idea to put in a pop machine. 50, 51, thereolabouts. Anyway, it was
Didn't even mean to do that.
cantankerous, as these things tended to be, especially back then. And Mrs. Olson, she was the librarian at the time. Knew I was handy, asked me to fix it.
And you've been fixing pop machines ever since?
Well, not exactly. Didn't think much of it for years until after some time I got back from overseas, and I was at this junkyard, and I saw a Kruger Schmidt.
Kruger
And,
Schmidt?
A what?
A Kruger Schmidt. Yeah, I jumble the words, I know, probably French or something.
It sounds German.
German. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway,
Science.
it looked so dilapidated that I just had to take it home
Dilapidated.
and fix it.
I like this
Of
dude's
course,
voice.
you know how the wife is. She just about threw a hissy fit. But I brought her to this here shed and got to work. Fixed her up real nice,
Then what?
Had myself a nice pop. And then I sold it and figured that was all there was to it. But then there was an auction in town and someone was selling a pair of Vendos. Well, I figured,
Not the
hey,
Vendos.
I could fix that too.
And it snowballed from there.
glad it
I like
did.
how they're talking as if like there's a massive collection in here. There's
Relaxes
two
me.
of them.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual,
three.
but when the missus and I would get into fights, or when things was bad, or I was anxious, well, I don't know. Well, Sadie's sister, once she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, I always cry over that one. Dogs are good. Innocent. And when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears. But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know. I think she got offended I would cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong.
They're just throwing stuff.
Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't. I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I grieve. This right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. I figured, you know. I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. A thing I do to help me work out my worries.
well, looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Well, grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often.
Am I supposed to be doing
you
something
big
right now?
dummy.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Yeah. Please. Little memento of our time together.
Oh, come on, a memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine. Take it home with you. Or don't. If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. What's next?
Tell them I'm done. Move the manure. Milk the goats. Feed the horses. Throw horseshoes. Check the shed. Got it. On the way. Do I still have my pop? No. The horseshoes. What?
What do you mean?
It just seems, I don't know, quaint.
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890? This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that, stimulation.
Not wrong.
So you play horseshoes.
Mm-hmm. Or read a good book. Develop photos you took for yourself. Go fly fishing.
It sounds idyllic. Quaint, but idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
Oh, I can't even select the other ones.
That's lonely, too.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
Never was one for crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd. Sadie, Nobody else could really see me, understand what I was.
How do you figure? What?
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and I don't know. I never felt more alone in all my life. I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a popular war. You lost friends too, right?
Yeah, but I got home. It was dark, and there was Sadie, waiting for me. Porch light like a halo round her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd wait for me.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
Not wrong.
You see that house on the hill?
What, the burned out one? I always wondered what happened there.
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon family. Went to high school with us. But, well, most of us were farm folk. Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his ma died. In high school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good-looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. The poor farm boy who couldn't play on the team versus the star quarterback. Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
Man, yet when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary? He served too?
Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. Well, she invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie. Well, the Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he built a house.
A house? Wait, that house?
The very same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why
I
did
think
he
we're talking
build
about
it?
this one, okay.
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
So, what happened to the wealthy Gary Gordon in his mansion?
Well, he built it 1 year. Must have been 1966 or so, and he went inside and he just disappeared. Then one night, about a year later, there was a storm and boom, no more Gary Gordon.
No more Gary Gordon. Huh.
Did
Maybe
we kill
he was
Gary Gordon?
lonely, too.
Maybe. Oh, I won. Guess this city slicker's still got it. What's next?
I mean, I guess we'll just go in a circle. Come on, Slim Shady. I like how you don't have a name. It's kind of creepy. It also kind of adds to the ambiance. The horse. It's so dramatic.
Don't you own a tractor?
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, pigs I get. Goats too. Some fellas have chickens
horsey.
and cows. That's all well and good, but what's the point of a horse?
Horses are God's most beautiful creatures.
They're really pretty.
What, you just
I used
keep
to
a
ride
horse
horses as a
around
kid.
because they're beautiful?
Horses belong on farms.
You know you haven't got a saddle for him, so you don't ride him.
Here you
No
go, buddy.
Racehorse. Can't eat him. What's the point?
I don't see the point in a farm without a horse. Gotta have a horse.
Wish I could pet you.
And what's this about them being beautiful? Beautiful, really. Beautiful, he says.
Here you go, bud.
Spindly legs and bloated bellies and those weird
Hey!
teeth. Sleep standing
You be
up.
nice.
Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
One day, Someday maybe this feller will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
Feed him one! I mean, I've been
Suit
feeding
yourself. All righty, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going. Why don't you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell?
Bye, horsey.
Horses give me the willies.
Can't see why.
Bye, horsey. I got no more apples, but we gotta go. I gotta take Slim Shady over here. Horses are cool. I used to ride them as a kid. Oh, these are like right next to each other. I go. Shovel manure first. The shovel.
What's the wheelbarrow for?
Hauling.
Hauling what?
Shit.
Ah, and what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're gonna put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
You gonna help there, man?
Well, you did say you wanted to help.
Come on.
Yeah, guess I did.
So help. Pick up that shovel over there. We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day.
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this every day.
Yeah.
It's my routine.
Shoveling shit.
Someone's got to do it.
True.
That,
Someone's gotta
that isn't
do
the
it.
first time you've told me that.
I remember.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging on you. Personally, not the shit kind. You know what I found?
I
Boom.
reckon you'll tell me.
You went back. What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report.
Where am I pushing it
Not
to?
gonna talk about it.
Come on.
Oh, it
No.
goes automatically.
Suit yourself. But you got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. At a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I
Does
was
push the
recon.
wheelbarrow behind my head,
You
by the
know
way.
that, I reckon. I was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling, magazines next to me on the bed. And I had this, moment. A moment of clarity.
A revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know
You're
who
talking about
was?
Vietnam.
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
No. The news. You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that close to war. So, I figured,
You figured?
you ain't the only one of us who's killed people.
The heck is wrong with that
Think
pig?
I offered you that job back in '74.
Turned it down for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back, though.
Went back with a camera. Talked them into letting me help with the press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
Did you win?
We pulled out a NAM, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And now you're here. Great big war hero. Shuffling shit.
Yeah. Shoveling shit.
Oh, milk the goats! Here we come, goaties! Oh, goaties, we're
back
here!
home they call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but, well, it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Goats
Is
are
that,
cool.
Judgment I hear?
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself clear.
You know,
I was gonna say, this
I
dude
feel
hasn't
like
been
we've had this
striking
conversation
me
a
as
couple
like a
times
mob
now,
dude yet.
and you still
Now he
don't
is.
seem to get that I'm done with this line is just gonna look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility?
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Oh, hey, really? I've always wanted to try that.
Well, here's your chance. My goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up. Here they are. Come on. Now they'll just take their positions here like they should. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Gonna milk a goat.
Not very comfortable.
Suppose not. Well, now that we're seated, all you gotta do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Just like that, yes.
Look at me
All
go,
you gotta
milking
do
without
is do
doing
that
nothing.
till the goat's out of milk.
Huh. This is kind of nice.
I found it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
What, and come work with you?
Did not
Sure.
appreciate you both looking at me.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shot.
Hey!
Oh, gun down. Life over just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
It said shoot him right behind
all
my,
wind up
like
dead
where
in
my
the
head's
end,
at.
don't
I was like,
Better
wait,
live
what?
As long as possible.
What
Thought
good
about
is
this
that?
was about to take a
Really?
massive
What
turn.
good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well, that does it for the goats.
Still, thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have not.
The tree. Oh,
You know what this is?
there's the other dude.
Tree?
Well, you ever seen a tree like it?
A tree's a tree.
Remember all them roasted chestnuts at Christmas?
Oh, sure. I mean, I kind of figured. Been by often enough to see the chestnuts myself. Why? Is it special to you?
This is an American chestnut tree.
Oh, hey, Saul. He's telling us about his American chestnut tree.
American, huh? Thought they all died.
What?
You remembered.
Pays to remember things.
Like the American chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh, a couple weeks back, Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business as usual. Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American chestnuts had died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy
It is a massive tree.
Oh, that he would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut
Don't mind
blight.
me, boys. Just going for a stroll.
Like a couple 100,000 trees?
Oh, billions. 4 billion trees snuffed out practically overnight. Well, lumberjacks suddenly out of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never recovered.
Thought West Virginia was coal country.
And logging, too, before it all died off. Now there's trees like the General here, making nuts year-round. And I feed them to the reds, and they grow nice and fat and tasty.
Seems lonely.
Well, it is lonely. Heartbreakingly lonely. To know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So, I look after him, and he looks after me, and I don't know. Sadie and I, we talked about being buried here, you know.
Ooh, was I just walking over my wife's grave?
Brody's grave was enough for me. But, I don't know.
Ooh, is Brody their kid?
I thought about having him moved. I don't know.
You've got plenty of years left in you yet. So,
Because he talked about
what's the
everyone in
moral
his
of the
life
story?
dying.
With the
They
trees,
mentioned
I
having a
mean.
kid.
Be wary of outsiders.
Heck no. There are trees out there that are blight resistant. Maybe even the General here, but I'm too afraid to find out. With enough time and horticultural understanding, we could have done something.
Preserved all these trees?
Maybe we could have. They are magnificent. It's just I don't know. I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson or anything.
But you did make a point of it.
I did do that. It's a part of me is all. And God willing to live for 100 more years. I don't know. I see myself as a custodian of sorts. And one day
Saul, go ahead and wait for me at the van.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Hey. Look at me.
I am looking at you.
You're thinking about dying. Thinking you can pass this responsibility off to someone else. You don't have to do this. Give the tree another decade of your time.
Well, the time of my demise aside, someone ought to know about the tree.
Jimmy'd love to know about this.
Oh, Jimmy would cut it down.
He would.
Please. Don't tell him.
Hey, I'm good at keeping secrets, but Jimmy's Jimmy.
Please. Let me rest here. And if there's a way to... Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, you got more to show me, right?
So, our dude is basically wanting to kind of be done with it all. Because he's lonely, his wife died, his kid died.
The garage.
He wants out of this.
No tour would be complete without the garage.
I have to ask, why a sports truck?
I think they're called coupe utility, but, you mean why not a sports car?
Yeah, I mean, I always figured you'd have a midlife crisis like the rest of us. Sports car, motorcycle, an affair, something like that.
Couldn't really say why I love these so much. Saw mine one day, fell in love.
With that.
Mm-hmm. Had to bring her home with me.
I'll admit, it has a charm to it.
But she won't run.
No? Well, pop the hood. Let's take a look.
You're serious?
Sure. Already had my midlife crisis.
Motorcycle?
Sports car. And these puppies, well, you know, they're similar enough. Some of them even use the same engine. We can figure this out.
All right.
Pop the hood from the driver's side door.
Now, let's see here.
Amazing how you can do that with just the
Can you
door.
give me that drop light? My eyes aren't what they were.
Fast drop light to the hood.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Saul's a good kid.
What's that?
Saul was a good kid. I like him. It was nice him coming by.
Yeah? That's good to hear. Never met anyone with so much promise.
Never?
In my entire life. Saul's dad was a good man. Didn't think his kid had it. As a boy, he was too soft. But then he got older, graduated college, really came into his own. Eager, more capable than he knows.
Great listener.
Can you believe we were his age once?
Hard to admit.
when I was young, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah? And now?
Today, I learned from you and him about chestnuts.
Well, learn something new every day, I suppose. You check the spark plugs?
Give me a second. What about your boy?
Bill? Oh, he's
I was
fine,
going
I
to
guess.
call him Billy.
You guess. Hey, how old is he again?
Born in 60, so, 32 as of September.
Huh. Roy would have been about his age.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wow. What's this about you and Bill?
Oh, he don't want to talk to me no more.
What? Bill? Tow-headed little guy? Always friendly and outgoing? That Bill?
It's about Sadie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, mind if I ask you a completely unrelated question?
That's not unrelated at all.
What's with the airplanes at your neighbor's place?
Oh, Chuck's farm.
Chuck? Huh. Yeah, what's with all the planes? There's no runway around here.
You know how farmers are. Hey, have you checked the air filter?
Yeah. And yeah, I know how you are. You got plenty of junk too, but I've never seen anyone else with, what are they, World War II bombers or something?
I think he has a B-36.
No kidding.
You got no idea what a B-36 is, have you?
Yeah, have the foggiest.
Well, a B-36 is a big old bomber made out of magnesium. Biggest America ever had. Took 2 train tankers to fill one up. And you could fly from Monday to Thursday without refueling.
So why does Chuck have one in his backyard, plus all the others?
Asked him about that once.
Okay, wire's loose here.
Where?
Right there. So, what'd he say?
Oh,
Dude, you haven't touched a thing.
Dead navigator came to him in a dream.
What?
Mm-hmm. Dead navigator from the Korean War came to him in a dream, said the planes were in danger of being lost, and it was up to Chuck to save them.
So, Chuck's crazy.
Oh, Chuck's very crazy.
Well, eccentric maybe, but, well. Do you believe in ghosts?
If I did, I'd have a different job. Why, do you?
I figure we all move on in some way. Energy is neither created nor lost and all that.
So you're saying a dead navigator came to a farmer in the middle of nowhere, no offense, and told him that it was his job to preserve airplanes?
Yep.
So now there's a bunch of planes on a crazy coot's farm.
And he keeps them safe. Can you think of a better place for him to be?
Well, want to try running it?
Sure.
All right.
Start the car from the driver's side door. Whoop.
Come on, turn over.
Hey!
Looks like she'll give you a few more years yet. Yeah. Remember Slick?
Sure.
He always wanted one of these.
Where's he now?
Fighting Saddam. Jimmy tried to find out. Classified, I heard.
Good kid.
Angry.
Well, maybe when he gets back.
Thinking of giving him the car is what? Thanks for his service?
I never wanted to be thanked for mine, but that boy's seen more hurt than any of us. Deserves better than that old Pinto of his.
Yeah. Well, where to next?
Interesting. This game's a lot slower. Like, it's not the same pace I thought it would be, but I'm still very intrigued.
Shotguns, huh?
I always liked shotguns.
Liked?
Still do.
I like revolvers myself, when it's for sport.
Got a few of those.
Oh yeah? What's your favorite?
Them big slab-sided ones. They
Pew!
have a charisma. What about you?
Nothing special, really. 257s when I can. But this is a shotgun.
Yep. Figured we could shoot some skeet. Always liked shooting skeet. Taught Bill to shoot this way.
You're a good father.
Could have been better.
Name a father that couldn't. So, how do we do this? Who's going first?
You go
You
first.
can go first.
All right, then. This is more my speed. Hanging out, shooting guns. Maybe a few beers next time.
I'm not sure guns and beers mix, friend.
That they do not.
Sure they do, like peanut butter and very dangerous chocolate. Next time. Trust me, next time.
And there isn't gonna be a next time.
Oh, there's always a next time.
This is it. After today, we are done.
I've tried to tell you, I keep trying to tell you, there is no out. There is no done. You keep doing this. You never do anything again. It's permanent, kaput.
And it's kaput.
You don't mean it.
If that's the way it's gotta be.
You have a choice.
You haven't listened to a word I've said.
He wants to
I've
be
been
done.
listening. I've been listening all morning. I've been listening to you talk about being sad and lonely and refusing to listen to reason.
I have my reasons,
Oh,
Your
just pick this
reasons
up
aren't
real
any
quick.
good.
but they're mine.
Walk me to my car.
He just wants to be done.
So, this is it then.
It is.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because I need to.
We're friends, goddammit. You don't get to get all stoic on me. I know losing her was hard, but there's gotta be something. Gotta be.
He wants
I
to be
can't
done. He wants to be done.
Take care of the farm like I used to. There isn't much
I
point
mean, the thing is,
anymore.
like, he's fully
So
aware
sell
what the
farm.
consequences
Move
are.
into the city. Meet someone new.
Do you believe in hell?
What?
Do you believe in hell?
I'm not scared of hell, if that's what you mean.
I didn't ask if you were scared. I asked if you believe.
I don't know.
Well, I do. And I think doing this, I think that's where I'm headed.
And why? You think you can buy your way into heaven?
I can't take back what I've done. What I can do is do something right,
Why?
because I want to see her again. That's all. I just want to see her again. And I figure I'll do one right thing with my life, just one thing. Maybe I'll get to see her again. One more time.
And this is your one right thing.
It is.
How do you know? How do you know if any of this is true?
I don't know. But I got the notion, and the notion's got me. So, least I can do is, tell you adios.
Just like that.
What else is there to say?
Not much, I guess.
No.
All right, then. Have it your way. I'll be back this evening. You get an afternoon. Do whatever you gotta do. Just, leave the door unlocked.
I can do that.
Adios, friendo.
Be seeing ya.
So it's all because he just wants to see his wife again. It's an interesting, like, topic of, like, he didn't want to cry because, and he didn't see it as weakness, but at the same time, like, he just wants to be done so he can see her again. Like, it's an interesting, like, mental dynamic there. Hey, horsey poo. A horse part 2.
All righty. Come on now. Come on now. That's a good boy.
Feed the apple to the horse. Come here, buddy.
Brung you an apple. Granny Smith. Just like you like. Good boy.
Here you go. Have another one.
Good boy. You've been real good to me. You know that? Mm-hmm.
It's about to be him going around saying goodbye to everything.
Good times. Without you, I don't, well, I do not know. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all you done. Gonna go ahead and leave the barn door open behind me when I go. You want to leave, you go find someone else. I figure I'll leave you to it.
Check on the horse, catch the fish, call the boy, call the neighbor. Oh, 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 no. If I was a phone in a farmhouse, where would I be? Phone, 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 phone. Seriously, phone in a farmhouse, where would I be? There we go. Call the sun first.
Come on, pick up.
The boy.
Dad?
Bill, well, now how'd you know it was me?
Caller ID.
I don't know what that is.
New. Tells me who's calling.
Huh, that's some real fancy stuff you got there.
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm busy. Why are you calling?
Because, so I can't pick, please don't hate me, or because this is the last time we'll ever get to, oh!
Just, hadn't talked in a while.
And whose fault is that?
I never should have let her go. What happened to her?
Can't we talk?
What is there to say? Hi, son. How are the grandkids?
How are they?
Oh, by the way, I put your mom in a rest home so I could stay there and take care of my goats and my pigs and my stupid horse. Because God forbid, I actually look after my sick wife.
That's not fair.
You put her in a home. You decided she wasn't good enough for you, and you put her in a home.
He was getting forgetful if they found out. He did it because of the mob. Huh. He can't tell anyone, but he put her in the home because of the mob, and he didn't want... Ooh. Ooh, that's... Ooh.
I didn't know what to do. The doctors there, they would.
How hard could it be? Alzheimer's isn't some terrifying boogeyman. Wasn't it you who told me to stay with the ones you love, no matter what? So, what? You didn't love her anymore?
Oh, it keeps getting, like, broken. One don't. She was scared of me, Bill. She couldn't remember who I was, and one day she woke up and she looked at me and she screamed and she... Huh.
Don't you dare.
You gave her up. You gave her up to doctors and nurses. You know what they do to people in homes?
What else could I have done? What else? I took care of her until I couldn't anymore.
It was the best home money could buy.
Money. You and your damn money. Cared more about being a rich pig farmer than the people you were supposed to love.
How do you think I made all that money, Bill? No such thing as a rich pig farmer, at least not in the meat.
Hey, I loved you both. I did everything for you, everything.
Yeah, right.
Bill, I didn't want this call to...
You wanted to put my mom in a home. So I'm not sure what you want matters.
Bill, I just called to say...
Say what? Sorry? Did you know I visited her? I found out where you put her, and I visited her.
Please don't say she talked. They're listening. Please don't say she talked.
They said you visited sometimes.
She was my wife, Bill.
She cried, Dad. She cried. She wept and she sobbed and she kept asking me where you were. She was so scared, Dad. She was so scared. She wanted you to take her home.
The doctor said sometimes she was lucid, but I couldn't.
She was lucid, Dad. And I held her hand as she sobbed herself to sleep. And I kept holding her hand until they told me I had to go. Where were you? Taking care of your precious chestnuts? Feeding your heritage breed pigs?
No, Bill,
Save it. Talk to your goats or your pigs or whatever it is you do.
I love you, Bill. I love you more than I can ever say. If I could tell you, if I could only tell you.
I just wanted to tell you goodbye, Bill. I've got some of your stuff all boxed up. If you wouldn't mind coming by in a few days to pick it up.
We'll see.
Goodbye, son.
You'll never make this right, Dad.
I'm still trying.
There's stuff he... Oh! There's stuff he just doesn't understand or know. Nothing in the fridge. Kansas. Royal corn. I don't want to call the neighbor yet because I don't know if that's going to initiate, like, coming by or something. I don't know where the fish is. Upstairs, maybe? Ooh, photo lab? I used to work, or the high school I went to. It had a photo lab, and I did all kinds of photography and film, and I love this kind of stuff. A lot of fun. Bedroom. Oh, got a scale. Sewing machine. Ow. Laundry basket. Okay, turn it back off. Gotta flush the toilet if you can. Ooh. Kitchen, Bill's room, junk. So it's a bunch of music. I was just wondering if any of them had, like... I was wondering if they had, like, recordings or something, or him talking about something, or something along those lines. Where is this stupid fish? Aha! I found water! Is there not a fishing pole down here? There we go. Catch the Admiral.
Come on. Nice catch.
Haha! Got you! Catch Admiral this time.
Come on. Ooh,
Catch
nice
Admiral, maybe next bite. Can I just catch this fish already?
Come on. Nice catch.
Really?
Come on. Nice catch.
I fish enough in Stardew. Can we be done with this now?
Come on.
Hey, Admiral. In the cooler you go.
Nice catch.
Alright. Now we caught the fish. Now we can call the neighbor. Now we can do the next thing. Now to go call the neighbor and then do what we're gonna do.
Hello?
Hey, Edie. It's...
Oh, hey, you. How are you doing? You know, I was just talking about you with Garth the other day. I said, Garth, you know, we ought to visit.
Edie, listen, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just, I'm on a tight schedule, and I need you to do me a favor, all right?
A favor? Sure. What you need?
I'm going to be out of town for a few days.
Oh? Finally taking my advice and visiting family?
I won't be coming back.
I was wondering if you and Garth could make sure the animals were fed and watered, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, sure. We ain't got much going on.
Thanks, Edie. Listen,
Evan, what are you doing? Get down from there. Sorry, cats. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was saying goodbye.
Yeah, the animals. I got them fed and watered for today. They should be good for tomorrow, too. But if it's too much of an imposition...
Not at all. We're happy to be imposed upon. You've been a good neighbor for so long. I'm glad you called me today. In fact, just the other day, I said to Garth, I said, if we don't visit, then we should host. Reach out, say hello, put together a little neighborly
So many
get-together.
things I wish I could say.
And you know what he said? He said, well,
Thank you, Edie.
if we did pay, you should drop on by next Saturday afternoon. We're going out to the Harvest Festival with the grandkids, and I know how lonely it's been, what with Sadie gone and all. You should come with.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Edie. I don't think I'll be back in town by then, though. Sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. It's been real nice seeing you coming back to church again.
Oh, it's been real nice being welcomed back. But now I gotta go. You know, chores and such. You know how it is.
Oh, I sure do. Well, come on over sometime. Just got some gooseberries in. We're making pies, and we'd love to have you. I know they're your favorite.
That they are. Gotta go now.
See ya.
Interesting. The dog.
Hey, you Brody. How you been?
Sit down.
I know I don't drop by as much as I ought. I ain't got an excuse.
Sorry for running over your grave earlier.
We had some good times, Brody. I remember Doug coming over, remarking on your coat. Said you didn't need no training. He'd put you with his bird dogs and you'd figure out what to do. Well, he was right. You came waddling over out of that lake, duck in your mouth, proud as everything. You wouldn't give that duck up. But you got the hang of it. Doug and I, we had a falling out. Haven't spoken to him since. Well, he passed, so no point reminiscing, I guess. Good boy. Good boy. You want to know something, Brody? I always believe dogs go to heaven, because all dogs is fundamentally good. Even the mean ones, they're good too. They're just, hurt or starving or, sick or scared. So, I know where you are. And I know know Sadie's probably with you right now. I done wrong, Brody. I done a lot of wrong. And I don't know if I can make up for it. I want to tell you I'll see you soon, but the truth is I do not know. I don't know if I was good enough for you. Or her. I don't know if I did my best. So, this may be goodbye. I love you. And I miss you all the same.
Get the shotgun from the cellar, cook a meal. Jeebus. I don't know how to chop you, so I'm just throwing you in. I don't know where the curry powder is. Burrito. I don't know where the curry powder is. Oh, any. So, oh! Now I'm following. Now I see the any. Now I learned how to read. We'll do medium because I'm a little baby when it comes to spice. Start the kitchen timer. Place the meal at the dining room table setting. Ah, throwing my food on the ground. Oh, at the dining room. Now I'm following. I don't wanna get the shotgun from the cellar. Place the shotgun at the dining room table setting. Can I not do this? I don't wanna. Very tiny. Can't do anything. What was the point of me getting the shotgun? I don't know what I expected from that, but it wasn't that kind of a story. I like the story. I like what they were trying to tell. I like the dynamic between him, his wife, doing the mob, trying to have enough money to support, but the kid didn't agree with it. Like, I appreciate that story because I feel like it's also relevant and not the mob part necessarily, but the, like, the fact that there's a lot of people that do a lot of things. I mean, heck, you look at Breaking Bad. It's all about him doing things that are morally wrong to support his family. So, like, I get that. I understand it. I identify, or not identify, but I can see the relevance in it. I don't know if this was the avenue for this story, though. It was intriguing. It was interesting to listen to, but, like, a lot of the talking parts are so drawn out that you kind of, like, zone out a little bit and you stop paying attention, like, especially when him and the hitman are talking. I mean, overall, I don't hate it. I just don't know if it didn't intrigue me the way, like, the description made it sound. I don't know. It was interesting, though. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below if this is what you expected from that intro I gave at the beginning, like the description of it. Is this what you expected? Or was it something different? Like, what were your thoughts? What do you think about it? But make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that normal YouTube shenanigans, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Bye!